Sharing the same blood color or having 99.99% genetic similarities doesn't mean you carry all the same biological characteristics as your friends or families. Like physical appearances, our blood group is also different. Due to health conditions, we need or give blood to certain people, though some of us don't actually know what our blood group is. But other than blood transfusion, does having different blood actually matter to you? If so, are there any consequences? Today we will discuss all these questions related to this topic. But before that, let's talk about what are the blood types. Why does it raise so much concern in the biological era? All of us are aware of the 4 different blood types: A, B, AB, and O. Each letter refers to a different type of antigen, or protein, found on the surface of the red blood cells. Other than ABO antigen, scientists also signified the role of Rh antigen, or Rh factor, which divides each blood type into subgroups. A person's blood is either Rh positive or Rh negative. Like eye color, blood types are inherited. So, do our blood types really matter? To answer your query, scientists have already found significant reports. According to a genetic study among 1,610 COVID-19 patients, reported that type A blood has a greater risk of having severe respiratory failure than type O blood. Not only that, a study of 750,000 people conducted by the personal genomics company 23andMe came to identical conclusions that persons with blood type O had a 9 to 18% lower chance of contracting COVID-19 than people with other blood types. Besides COVID-19 risk, there are the following health conditions that can develop if you have a certain blood group. Aside from many factors, people with non-O blood types are more likely to suffer from cardiovascular problems or a stroke. According to Harvard School of Public Health Research, those with blood types A and B are 5% and 11% more likely than those with blood type O to suffer from heart disease. The risk is 23% higher for people with blood types AB than O. A study also confirms that people with type A or B blood were 51% more likely to develop blood clots in the veins and 47% more likely to develop blood clots in the lungs. Like other conditions, there is a story behind this biological event. There is a blood protein called the von Willebrand factor, which helps in the clotting process. People with type O blood have lower levels of the von Willebrand factor. Besides that, risk factors for heart conditions such as type 2 diabetes may be influenced by one's blood type. A study among the participants with A or B blood types showed greater hazard ratios of acquiring diabetes than those with O blood types. You may have been surprised to know that based on genetics, ABO blood types have been significantly linked to venous thromboembolism, VTE. A study found that persons with blood types other than O are at an increased risk of getting VTE. In these conditions, plasma clotting factor 8 and von Willebrand factor involved in hemostasis play an essential role. Blood group AB has the most significant amounts of von Willebrand factor and factor 8, whereas blood group O has a higher clearance and quicker von Willebrand factor proteolytic breakdown. We all know the hazardous effects of cancer on our health. It is a matter of fact that people with A, B, or AB blood types are more likely than individuals with O blood types to acquire colorectal cancer. Aside from colorectal cancer, as females are more prone to develop breast cancer, according to research, women with blood types A and Rhesus plus VE had a higher risk of breast cancer than women with blood types AB and Rhesus negative VE do. 48% of all Americans say their levels of stress has grown in the last 5 years, and it affects both their personal and professional life negatively. In addition to other risk factors, your blood type may be a source of stress. According to the study's findings, patients in the AB group experienced significant levels of preoperative anxiety. An even more alarming report is that bearers of the AB gene had a threefold increase of developing mental illness. According to a study published in the journal Neurology, persons with the blood type AB have an 82% increased chance of having cognitive and memory difficulties that lead to dementia, and high levels of factor VIII act as a key player for increased risk of cognitive impairment and dementia. Besides the AB blood group, people with O blood type are more prone to suffer from depression and acute anxiety, while children with O blood type are more likely to suffer from attention deficit disorder. Malaria is one of the world's most deadly tropical diseases, infecting and killing millions of people each year. There is a connection between malaria severity and your ABO blood type. Falciparum malaria is more common in those with blood group A, whereas those with blood group O are more protected. Researchers discovered that a protein secreted by some strains of the malaria parasite can cause red blood cells, particularly those of blood group A, to clump together and increase illness. Scientists have discovered that a woman's blood type may impact her odds of becoming pregnant. Those with blood type O may have difficulty conceiving since their egg count is lower and their egg quality is poorer, whereas those with blood group A appear to be more fertile. According to a new study from the Yale University and Albert Einstein College of Medicine, type O blood types have a twofold increased risk for low or absent ovarian reserve compared to other blood types. Having non-O blood types doesn't mean you will suffer all these conditions. A heart-healthy routine can save you from developing specific conditions. You can also use specific fitness bands to get fit. Which blood group do you belong to? Tell us in the comments section.
Thanks for watching our video. For more healthy experiences, subscribe to our channel and keep yourself updated by pressing the bell icon.